Hello everybody and welcome. I am Paco Garcia, and for the last 30 years, give or take, I have been reading, playing, writing, role-playing games and board games. And this is my show where I can tell you my experience from the point of view of the GM, the player and the convention attendee. Somebody asked me recently, as in 2 days ago, where do you start when you want to write an adventure? How do you start? I said, well, sometimes endings can indeed be beginnings. Welcome to the GMS Academy. Sometimes we have an idea in our minds. We know what characters we want to have. We know the world that the game is taking place in, and we don't know where to start. The campaign is almost over. We want to write something cool, something nice for going to a convention, for one shot, to demo a new game, to bring new people at the table, something that you can do in one afternoon, very quickly, and get people hooked, which is what we want to see. But you don't know where to start. I said, well, start at the end. Simple as that. Start at the end. Now, this has some advantages and some disadvantages, but let's explore a little bit what I am talking about exactly. When you begin at the end, what I mean is that find an ending that you would like the players to reach. Whether it is finding the cure for this massive plague that is right now blighting the world, getting rid of the overlord who is crushing the population of your favoritist town, or simply getting the treasure from the dragon, or saving the prince who's been abducted by this evil king. Whatever it is, obtaining this magical item that they've been hired to find, whatever it is, that's your goal. That's your ideal ending. Now imagine that for that ending you need another 2 endings to make it 3. Why? Because if you have just one ending, the whole adventure is going to be very railroady. It's going to be very hard to give the impression that the players need or have some sort of choice, that they have a say in where they're going to go, how they're going to get there. And the impression of choice is very, very important for immersion, for people to feel they have agency on their characters and on the fate of the adventure. So find 3 endings. They don't need to be too far away from each other. Let's say that it's finding the prince that's been kidnapped by this horrible king. Now you can have 3 endings out of that. That they find the prince well and alive, that they find the prince already dead, and that they find the prince actually wasn't kidnapped at all. He wanted to go away with that king. Okay, now we're getting the adventure a little bit more interesting, because you can give some choices, you can give some surprises to your players. Now walk your way backwards. Why was the prince disappearing? Where is he? How did he get there? And thus, how are the players going to get there? If he has been kidnapped, what kind of protection is there around him? Why would the players be interested at all in rescuing this disappeared prince? All those questions, the more questions you ask about your adventure, the easier it will be to walk your way backwards into a beginning. Because that beginning, that's where the players start. They receive a summons from the kings, or a letter, or they simply stumble onto this scene where this prince is taken away, handcuffed on a horse very far away, but you don't know where. And do you want to get involved in that? If you do get involved in that, is there going to be a reward? Now, where has that prince gone? What is happening around that? Just by having the ending, you can easily create absolutely everything else. Just apply the rules of 3. Give 3 choices and 3 ways to obtain those choices, to achieve them. So whether they can get to the prince at the end, whether the prince is alive, really kidnapped, or a willing passenger, maybe they can get there crossing the river, blackmailing the guards, dressing up as one of the guards, maybe seducing somebody from inside the castle. Do they have contacts? Many ways of getting to just one particular ending, and an ending that has different possibilities. What's happening in the forest? You know, because they have to go through a forest, which is, you know, or a desert, or, you know, a prairie. Which one of the 3 are they going to go through? And each one of them is going to have a different mystery. They're going to have different enemies or friends, different clues. Everything you do, make sure that there are at least 3 ways that you can get it. If there is a jigsaw puzzle, they can do them right away. They can have some hints here or there, or they can just barge in and ignore it completely. For example, beginning at the end. Walk your way backwards until the very beginning, which probably you already know as well. How are you going to entice those players, those characters, to follow your adventure? And that's it. Just let it happen. And if you need even further inspiration, take a look in the news. Get a newspaper. Trust me, there will be some sort of inspiration there. Whether it is an evil character in the, some criminal that you could use, or maybe this funny situation of, these people who found whatever in the basement when they moved into the new house. Anything at all. The news are completely full, absolutely ram-packed with inspiration. Begin at the end, find out the beginning, and start building up every single stepping stone from the beginning to the end, from the end to the beginning, and you will have an adventure in less time than you can think about it. Have a go. Let me know what you think. Subscribe so I can show you more videos like this. Send me your comments, please. It's very important. Let me know what you think, because you may know more than I do. And if you do, I'd love to hear what you have to say. So, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and I will see you soon.